Heads up, there's some heavy projection going on today, which means that somebody is trying to silence somebody else and steal other people's creativity and content, whether it be channels, downloads, messages, or just opportunities in any capacity. Somebody in your energy is extremely salty. I'm going to, because this is an investigation, okay? This is a follow-up from the somebody tried to get somebody into a same-sex situation non-consensually, okay? I'm going straight to the nerd deck first, and then I'm going to be pulling out the investigation deck. The nefarious deck apparently is coming into play too, and the home staves are already on the table today. Oh goodness, it's gone that way. Okay, alright, well I'm just going to sanitize my hands and I'm going to ring the bell, okay? So heads up on the sound sensitivity. Ancestors, deities, spirit teams specifically, calling in particularly the Irish ancestors who are willing to work with me in this capacity, especially those who understand neurodiversity and LGBTQ issues, okay? Not forgetting the I and the A. From Irish alchemy to intersex and asexual, you see, all people in the village who aren't a-holes are seen, should they choose to be. Now, this one, she did it as a way to swap destiny. This is a follow-on from a TikTok where this started to come out yesterday. She paid practitioners in order to pry into somebody else's energy, okay? Yeah, key in the upright, that's the truth actually. Somebody ended up triggering an investigation where she actually ended up getting investigated herself actually. Wi-Fi in the upright. Somebody really wanted me to say reverse actually. Oh, this one doesn't want to come out. Yeah, she doesn't like how strong somebody's intuition is actually. She doesn't like it. She doesn't like it. And she's also trying to intimidate somebody else, okay? She's guilty of a hate crime, this one. Many apparently, it's just that she got caught. She got caught. Intimidation tactics haven't worked, okay? Enterprise in reverse, yeah. She tried to do it in a way to make it seem like she was going to be protecting other people, okay? It wasn't. It was just straight up hate crime. It's a straight up hate crime. Maybe in reverse, which means that there's no indecision about this. This was a hate crime. Okay? Yeah. And it was a weak ass one too. Okay? How can you admire somebody, respect somebody, and then try to steal it, steal their opportunities, get away with stealing some of their opportunities, see this person elevate anyway, and then try and force your way back into their energy, monitor them. Some of you, you've been hacked actually. Some of you, they made ghosty accounts. Some of them did certain things with systems that they had access to. Screen in reverse. What's this? Somebody may have actually got pulled up on an impromptu drug test and didn't pass the screening. Yeah, book in the upright actually. Somebody got booked. Somebody got booked. Yeah. Beans and flame. For some of you, she was already in a dynamic, okay? And she has a very aggressive nature, alright? Not all aggressive people are bad, okay? But yeah, she definitely set fire to certain things, alright? Rights, because apparently her rights outrank other people's, okay? One of those today. Yeah, she didn't want anybody being able to write certain things, okay? And if she wanted it to be written, she wanted it to be written in a way where somebody else could defame other people and blame them and actually get the person to be sued in some way. What are these that came out? Network in reverse and dice, okay? Yeah, she didn't want anybody else being able to have any kind of social platform that may discredit her, alright? And dice, I'm being told her gamble isn't going to work out, okay? Drama in reverse. She did a smear campaign. She did a smear campaign. And she knows a lot of people, okay? This is why she didn't realize that the other people had networks as well, okay? Rent in reverse. She's also quite judgmental, alright? And she wanted somebody else out on the street, which isn't right. Key in the upright. If you manage to escape this person, okay, or people like this, well done. Keep pushing forward, okay? Just keep pushing forward. Yeah, she does have other businesses, okay? Ooh. Multi-business owner, not all of them in the upright. Let's just leave it out, okay? I'm not putting that on camera today. Intuition in the upright. Yeah, I'm not putting that on camera today. Oh, she also tried to have a go at connections close to you, okay? Yeah, she tried to triangulate in third. Gaslight through other people, okay? Wow, she's a nasty piece of work today. Yeah, she's nasty. I'm not putting that on screen, okay? Yeah, she wanted somebody hung up on the shelf in a way that would make them unable to be considered a suitable person in any capacity, okay? While also triggering the wounds that she was playing on and saying that somebody was for the streets in a big bad way, actually. Yeah, some of you aren't that kind of sick person, okay? They went deep. She went deep into the smear in this way. Some of them, they even call the Gardaí and weaponized structures, okay? Some of this is deep level connections at play. Yeah, you're not a waste of space today. You're not a waste of space. You're not a waste of space, and you don't make unnecessary scenes, okay? And if you're a magician, you're ones in the upright today. You do good magics, okay? Some of you barely pick up anything from sights unless guided to, okay? And if in the past you didn't know, alright, you learned and you make sure that you use those things very carefully, okay? Some of you have magical tools for years that you've prayed and worked with before you actually even will light an incense stick. Do you know how much power is garnered in being very, very, like, consumer friendly with things that you've already purchased that you can't actually undo, and you don't want to pass it on because you don't want it to be furthering other situations too? Yeah. Egg in reverse. You're not going to put the egg on your face of passing on certain things, okay? Yeah, there's zero grounds for what this one did, okay? And yes, she tried to do love spells, some of you. She tried to do love spells on you. Even if it wasn't a romantic love spell, she wanted to try and, yeah, purify in reverse. She wanted to try and get you caught up in deeds, okay? So that it would drain your wealth in each and every way. She wanted you unbalanced, alright? And she didn't want you being economical in a way that would give you a chance to fight. Journal. She wanted you to be exposed in the media in a big bad light. This one, if she couldn't have you shuffled away. Traffic incidents for some of you at play. She wanted you on the tabloids looking rough in certain ways. God, the ego of this one, okay? Goodness me. Goose in reverse. Yeah, you're not a loose goose. She also tried to say that some of you were, let's just say the word escort, shall we? Or somebody who just gives it away, actually. Yeah. Look, I don't shame. It's an industry at the end of the day. But this is what's happened is some of you are working professionals in a good way. Your CVs are quite strong, okay? And you have done significant work with high level people in the past, alright? So this is why she wanted to make you seem like you weren't up for the reputation that you've already earned, okay? Some of you, you've been unwell for a while, okay? Health matters can impact, you know, this is just part of being a human at the end of the day. Some of you, she even wanted you to be afraid of using IT in any way. She wanted you afraid. Like, she actually went as far as paying hackers, if not hacking herself, okay? I think she tried to hack multiple times herself, and the harder it got, the then when she started to pay. So she was doing spell work. Sorry, some of you, she's not a magical practitioner. This is general collective reading for entertainment, okay? This is a collective she and they. But yeah, some of them are straight up bees, okay? Yeah. You're not, though. Whoever you are, you're not. But anyway, water is significant, okay? Some of them are water signs, alright? Yeah. Going back to same-sex relationship, okay? Child in reverse. Yeah, this one, look, not judging family dynamics, okay? Not judging family dynamics. But anyway, going back to the behaviours. It's calling it the behaviours at the end of the day. This behaviour is not okay. This behaviour is not okay. Helix in reverse, and also there's no DNA. She tried to get through other people for you to be explained in a way that would make you appear like you were a threat to society, some of you, okay? It's not okay. It's not okay. Antarctica, she wanted you frozen out from some of your own local networks and supports as well, okay? Depending on who you are, some people, patience in reverse, she's run out of patience and money, some of you, okay? Yeah, she wasn't clever enough to make you feel intimidated in this way. SMS, some of you, they were trying to monitor your comms in order to see if you were a bad kind of person, okay? Some of you are just very quiet. Like, you live a quiet life and you do your own thing, okay? You're not actually a pain for most people, alright? Some of you just even, like, you don't need other people. You don't need other people. This was part of the thing, okay? She wanted to try and make you seem like you were codependent in big bad ways. Now, look, some of us in a modern society capacity, you know, we're forced to live in situations which aren't ideal, actually. But it doesn't make us dependent or trauma bonded, okay? That's what it was. She wanted to say that you were feeble and trauma bonded in a way so that people wouldn't listen to the wisdom of what you've got to say. Wood. Some of you are quite good with crafts, okay? I'm being told that you might actually have success with that, alright? Some of you set it up, you might have a good side hustle on your hands if you do it right. One story society. So this is somebody who only wanted one narrative to come to the light, which was the one that she wanted to curate, okay? And she's not the one. And she's not the one for you, and you're not the one to play with, okay? Story and society. Some of these people are went digging into your backstory. Some of them went digging into your background in a way that was absolutely not okay. Some of them did things that were very, very harmful, alright? And some of them did it on purpose, okay? They knew what they were doing when they said certain things, okay? Yeah, you cut this person off, okay? Signs in reverse. Yeah, they don't like that you have a certain understanding of science in multiple ways, okay? Some of you are very clever out here today. A lot of you are fierce thinkers and people who do development in multiple ways. Some of you have really powerful connections to people who you just vibe with, okay? It's not that you try to sit in spaces and be like, oh, I know such and such, or my bestie does this, or my ex did that, or my social group does X, Y, and Z. You're not that kind of person. You just actually naturally attract people who have a similar mindset of growth and development or broad spectrum thinking, okay? Yeah, chocolate and vitamins. Some of you need to take better care of your bodies, okay? Whatever that looks like for you. I know that there's certain times of the month where women chocolate's medicinal too, okay? So, yeah. Somebody tried to create a situation where you would only attract in bad, negative people, okay? And they didn't want you having any independent finances, so that you would have to lean back onto them and come crawling back. This person has a large ego, and it's not hidden, okay? It's not hidden. Green. Yeah, some of them, you know that old saying, the grass is only greener because it's fake? Like, here's the thing. Some of you are so honest, okay, that they will take the smallest thing which they have triggered, right? They will have triggered you into wounds, and then will play on those wounds in order to blow them out of proportion, okay? This one, she's an absolute cow. She's an absolute cow. Yeah, there's no love for her, okay? Absolutely no love. And she's not a nerd, alright? And this is the thing. She thought she was super clever, okay? And she might be in her field, alright? But she doesn't know the full extent of how other people can do certain things, okay? And she's also not able to do it with the limited finances that other people operate with, alright? And she's definitely not as environmentally friendly as she could be, okay? Yeah. Change and Flora. Cookie in reverse. So she's now realized that you're not, sorry, my brain just said the word Oreo. Excuse me. Thank goodness this one's going up on YouTube, okay? Yeah. So what's come to light is you're not somebody who's a worker of that variety, okay? So now she's going to have to try and change the narrative, okay? And what's it got to do with the flora? Why is it that what's it got to do with the flora? Deer in reverse, okay? Some of you, ooh, she only wants contact with you again because she doesn't want to go to prison, okay? And she absolutely did not know the types of people who you used to work with in multiple ways. She really underestimated you. She really underestimated you. And the traps didn't work too. She tried to get you to trap yourself in a way that you would be stuck in a pattern and a loop, which would give you no future movement in any way. Animation? Yeah. She tried to get you to be forced into public displays of high levels of emotion, particularly anger, so that you would come across as aggression in order to prevent you from having any credit or forward motion, okay? This one didn't even want some of you being able to have any money in your bank account in any way. Geo? My brain just went Nat Geo wild, as in she wanted you to be going wild and discredited in multiple ways. Geo credit. I'm being told that Geo credit. One moment, please. Okay, yeah, reset. We're going to the investigation deck, but my eyes just went to the nefarious deck first, please. Why is it that we're going to the nefarious deck first? Ancestors, Deity, Spirit Team specifically. I'm being told to just pull one out of the middle, and it's not going to say much, actually. BCP, long-term planning time, set a last will, next of kin, life insurance, medical, mortgage, insurance, vehicle, and assets for the win. As soon as I said medical, I got a high ringing in the left ear. Yeah. Somebody way overstepped. She way overstepped what she was able to access to. She did a lot. And yet I'm told her business continuity planning doesn't involve certain types of insurance for her own company. Boohoo. What's in reverse? Youth work, issue at play, observations, vetting guidelines, training, groom alert, observation, subtext, tone, words, and attention. That was in reverse, you see. She deals with people who have minors engaged with content. But she doesn't have the insurance for these types of workers to be able to support people who engage with her business, okay? But yet she has the audacity to go digging into somebody else's medical files. I'm not here for it today. Wow. The audacity of this one, okay? I'm being told to pull in Homestay. One moment, please. Why is it dear righteous endurance? This one thought she could out-endure you, okay? Not knowing the full extent of some of the things that you've been through in your life, alright? And she had absolutely no clue who she was coming up against when she put up this fight. This is feeling like a personal, okay? This is a general collective reading, once more, for the people in the back and the cross watchers should they arrive at any point, okay? And people, be careful what you put in the comments, okay? We protect the kids around here at the end of the day. If things have happened that have a youth work implication in your life, I'm ringing in the right ear on this one, please, please, please get in touch with local jurisdiction requirements, okay? Do what you need to do, we protect the kids again. Right, now that we've done that, okay, so she didn't know who she was coming up against, and I'm bringing out the investigation deck. What are we going from? So why is it the righteous endurance is out? Call and 11 in reverse. Why is it 11 in reverse? She also didn't know the nature of certain connotations of your names. Some of you, your names are quite significant, okay? And she had no clue. She had no clue who she was dealing with, okay? Whether it be surnames, family names, or the names that you've given people, okay? Yeah. Information and cult. This one may have cult involvement, okay? I'm not a legal professional. This is for entertainment, okay? Allegedly. My opinion. Unfounded. Whatever it may be. Or, if she doesn't have cult leanings herself, she tried to get you shuffled away by a cult. Thief. Yeah, she's a thief. She steals other people's creativity, okay? And she also keeps an eye out for up-and-coming people in order to get them signed into contracts so she can harvest off them, actually. She's a bad one. L in reverse, you're not a loser. You're not a loser, okay? You're not a loser. And she couldn't get you to lose in this way. Coven? Some of you, when the cult didn't work, she started paying covens, okay? Yeah. March is significant, okay? Also Aries energy, if that's important to you in any capacity. Again, do what you need to do, people, you know, multiply. Yeah, she wanted to multiply the pain in your life, you see, so that you would be so unlucky that nobody would want anything to do with you. And she also wanted to discredit you with your own family too. Data in reverse, witness in reverse. So she wanted you to be considered to be somebody who could not be perceived to be an upstanding person in any capacity, and she wanted people who were subject matter experts or people of credibility and known to be indifferent to you in a way that would cause other people to think that there was something wrong with you in multiple ways. They dredged the well so deep in order to try and find something wrong with you, okay? The number 27 is significant too, okay? If you have extended family who have significant wounds, okay? She then tried to contact people or scope out people on the outskirts of your family in order to paint a narrative in which you would not be, okay? And it's not hidden, actually. It's going to come to the light, okay? Group in the upright, files in reverse, and sabotage. Okay, so she couldn't sabotage it. She couldn't get the evidence that she needed in order to paint you a bad. And what's it with the group, you see? One moment, please. I'm getting a download directly. Some of you, there is group insurance policies in your name. This might be somebody else, okay? Some of you had multiple people come against you, alright? But yeah, somebody tried to get you attached to some kind of insurance policy that they would take advantage of when you didn't make it, okay? Bonds in reverse. I'm also getting bond in reverse, as in 007, as in like, this is not a secret agent, okay? Somebody thought that they were a secret agent in a way that would make them appear that they were credible. But it turns out some of them, the services themselves are actually going to catch up with this one, okay? Because she's a thief at the end of the day. It's already come out, she's a thief. And she can't see the patterns that she's woven herself in, okay? She can't see it. 7 is significant, okay? April keeps coming up in my readings today. And yes, I previously channeled a pass on victim by the name of April, okay? Yeah, text in reverse, investigator in reverse, and tracks in reverse, and time in reverse. Why is it all these things in reverse? She's trying to rewind the tracks and evidence that she's already had happen, okay? Some of you, this has been an ongoing case for a long time. Somebody has been observing this person, and you just happen to be the last one in the line. And a lot of other things may have actually been able to be hushed or explained away. And what's happened is, some of them, they can no longer bribe certain people, okay? Yeah, and this is going to get exposed. It's going to get exposed. So now, after all of this, after doing all of this to you, then she loves you. And she wants to be in a relationship with you. This one isn't well. This one is not well. Yeah, questions in reverse. I wouldn't want to be talking to this one. I wouldn't want to be learning anything from this one. I wouldn't want to have anything to do with this one. Not in any way, shape or form. Source. She's a source of discourse is what I've just been told. True. That's true. And her tactics are weak too. Why is it light magics come to the top of the deck? I'm being told to split the nerd deck. Yeah, she's a mean girl. She's a mean girl and she doesn't have faith. This one doesn't believe in anything. Angel was just on the split. Okay. And then there was a small builder animal. Okay. Media in reverse. Yeah, somebody is actually going to bottom out of her own industry. Okay. And what's happened is she's going to want it to be quiet now. Because, yeah, she's going to feel less than. I'm being told the boys who she had to fight for so long in the field are going to have an absolute field day because she treated you like less, so now it's her turn to get it, okay? Email. What's with the email, you see? Somebody has been trying to block somebody else from having one-to-one communication with you. Yeah, she's been trying to edit things, okay? Somebody tried to hack an email that you set up recently, thinking that was something you've been operating with for a long time, actually. Not realising that they just outed themselves in a big bad capacity. V. I'm being told that you're verified. Some of you are going to be verified as a witness, okay? Some of you are going to be verified. And what's going to happen is, please try and manage it so that you don't get triggered, okay? Some of this is going to be big, bad, dark deeds. You may not have had the full extent of what's happened, but some of these people are involved in significantly bigger, badder deeds and bigger, badder networks, okay? This is why some of you, it was an industry sacrifice that they tried to do. Air in reverse. Yeah, they didn't want you breathing. They didn't want you breathing at all, okay? For some of you, back up any information you already have if you feel that you need to, okay? And some of you, put it on a flash drive if you need to, so that you can have it to hand in if needed, okay? Some of you, if you've nothing to hide though, you've also got nothing to prove. If you've been observed in a way, some of you, they actually got you put on watch lists. And that's going to prove your innocence, okay? Person in reverse. And paid off in the upright. So some of you, they went as far as saying that somebody else actually really maybe liked you, and they actually tried to get this person to be uninterested in you and paid them off, or tried to pay them off. It depends on your situation, okay? 10 in reverse. Goodness, some of them even tried to create a narrative with your own families, okay? Or some of you, it was your families. Move the energy where it needs to go today. Trauma. Yeah, somebody's going to play its trauma, okay? Again, water important, okay? Drink your water out there, people, if you need to, okay? Or go spend time beside the water if that works for you. Whether it be a local river or the sea or a large body of water, or even the local well, if you've got a well near you. Spend some time with water if you can, okay? This is not a theory. Theory in reverse, okay? Weapon in reverse. They tried to create a narrative where you were a danger. Some people it was got to do with, they actually tried to say that you were a type of person who would snatch young people from mangers. That you were that kind of a predator in that way. Wow. Wow. So there's a number 19 in reverse. I'm being told that's a previous number, okay? Somebody went digging way, way, way back into your history, alright? Somebody tried to send somebody to the wrong door in some capacity, okay? Because D came out in reverse and 19 in reverse and 16 in the upright. Letter. Why is it letter? Yeah, some of you will be getting letters that'll show the truth, because lies in reverse is the truth, okay? There's no evidence for the reason why they did this to you. You're an innocent person, okay? Are my collective innocent? I'm going to the yes or no deck, okay? Because again, move this energy where it needs to go. If you're watching this and you're not innocent, you know. You know. Trust your feeling, fulfill your heart's desires. Yes. Innocent. Yeah, and the top of the investigation deck, X marks the spot. Some of you are high-ranking spiritualists or high-honor people, okay? The best medicine, getting the real scoop. Yes. Yeah, it's the real scoop. You're the real deal, okay? You're the real deal. Yes, your eyes are fully open, seeing what's possible. I'm going to be winding this out in a minute, okay? This type of investigation work can be quite intense, especially on survivors themselves, okay? And I am one myself, okay? And for those who are out there, I see you, I honor you, I respect you, and for those who didn't treat you well, okay? I hope that people begin to understand that you are a gift in each and every way. And the more you shine and the more you grow, the more people will realize that they don't have to endure bad things, you see. That other people force them to endure because of trauma bonds and codependency. You get to develop and grow, okay? You get to develop and grow. Ancient power, emotional communication, and focus and chaos. You are enough. You are kind. You are tough. You're interesting. You're cheeky. You're fun. And for some of you out there, you're the right one. As for that one, started the message said it all, you see. Somebody tried to force somebody into a same-sex relationship without consent. Goodness gracious me. Being told to pull one from the Diabolical Double Standards deck before we go to wrap this up. And yet they tried to say you was a... But there's no evidence, because some of you, unless there's any kind of heart bonds, you don't spend time with people. Not in a bad way, it's just that when it comes to the matters of the heart, some of you are very, very sensitive people. Wake up to what no longer serves your path, please. You deserve more happiness. Protect your peace with ease. Someone has backstabbed you so much, you see, because they can't look in the face for how they chose to treat you, unfortunately. They've been disconnected. Someone pulled the plug. This is what happens when you give the devil a hug. Ignore this bed bug. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder, you see. Accept compliments with grace and dignity. For those where it was family matters are an issue with you, mostly because others project their BS onto you. You aren't a sacrificial lamb. If you need to set the record straight, stay calm. You're healing ancestral trauma just by being you. Keep cutting cords and pushing on through. Someone in your family betrayed you. It's their insecurity. Don't let them project all over you. Time will tell with that one too. Someone with a cult-like mind is trying to harvest off your energy. Your guides are calling time. Kick that ball across the finish line. It's game over time. So yeah, some of you, it's game over time for these people, okay? Some of you have more people to consider. Some people were coerced into participate in things that may or may not be implicated in this way. I'm being told watch and observe and use your discernment, okay? And if in doubt, you can always give the Gardaí a shout, or the police, or the authorities, or security, whatever it may be. Even if it's the security of your spirit team, actually. Right, I'm being nudged to give one last message before we go. And here's the thing with these types of people, okay? Particularly if there's any type of diversities at play. Some of them want you to be dependent on them, you see. Or they want you to not be functional. One or the other, respectfully. I'm being told the evidence will speak for itself, actually. Going back to you, you are enough. You are enough. You're enough. And your spirit team's tough. Slán.